Jazakumullahu khairan for persevering with these lessons and benefiting yourselves, inshallah. And also for doing those assignments and sending them online. And inshallah ta'ala, we will get them marked and give some feedback as soon as possible, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us all sincere in all of our actions, all that we do, and to make these actions of ours and learning the Arabic language as a means to come closer to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the issue of al-ikhlas, sincerity, is a very important issue that we have to regularly revisit. It is an aspect that we should never take away from our focus. This is something that the whole purpose why the prophets were sent and why the books were revealed, and that was to make our acts of worship sincere and pure for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. So this is something that the scholars of Islam, the inheritors of the prophets, the Sahaba, and those that came after them, they gave great attention and focus to. Even the great Imams, the likes of Imam al-Bukhari and others, very often when they wrote their books and they would start with the hadith of intention. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Indeed, actions are judged according to their intentions. وَإِنَّمَا لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مَا نَوَى. And every person will have that which he or she intended. So our intention for learning Arabic, if it is pure, if it is done purely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then inshallah ta'ala we'll find the reward with Him, inshallah ta'ala. Ahlan wa sahlan, Akhi Shahaz Ahmed. You're very welcome. I hope inshallah, you're able to catch up with the concepts that we taught. This is your first lesson. It's good to have you with us. And inshallah, you're going to learn a lot of things. The adhan in Jeddah is going. Just give me a second, otherwise we'll not be able to respond and give the dua, say the dua after. Just give me a minute, inshallah. Let it finish. Alhamdulillah. So as you can see, I was writing on the whiteboard. اللغة العربية اللغة العربية ثلاثة أقسام, three sections. The whole of the language can be categorized into three main broad categories: اسم وفعل وحرف. And we already introduced this concept right at the very beginning, and we've been working with this concept. Today, beginning of Ad-Dars al-Khamis, we're going to be speaking something about al-fi'l. I want you to understand something about al-fi'l. There are different ways to talk about the fi'l, the verb. One thing is to talk about it by way of its time frame, meaning is it the past tense, fi'l madi, or present tense, or is it a command? These are types of verbs. Also, but that's not how we're going to be looking at it today. So far, the verbs that you have been using in al-Kitab al-Awwal and in al-Kitab al-Thani, all of them have been one type of verb, which is the al-fi'l al-madi, the past tense. So this over there. So I'm going to be speaking about the fi'l in a particular aspect. There is one way to categorize al-fi'l. Al-fi'l either there is a verb which is called al-fi'l al-lazim. Al-fi'l al-lazim. And or it's called, or there is a type of verb which is called al-fi'l al-muta'addi. Now, what is the difference of these two verbs? Okay. Well, even in English, you have a similar idea. Let me give you a couple of examples, just in case it makes it easier. It may not make it easy for some people, but in case it does, I'll say it. So, for example, the wind blew. The wind blew. If I ask you the question, what blew? You will say it was the wind that blew. Okay, where's the verb over here? The action that's being mentioned over here, the verb is the word blew. Okay, B-L-E-W. And what is it that blew? Is the wind. All right. Now, you can't. If I say the wind blew, this sentence is complete. The meaning is complete. Okay. Also, if I say the child sat down. Okay. Also, the meaning is complete, and there's no further information required as a requirement. And there are some other verbs that that require extra information. So, for example, I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology. So, if I'll say, for example, the engineer, Khalid, let's make it easy, Khalid ate. What did he eat? He ate an apple. Khalid ate an apple. Okay, so I think I've made it more complicated. Quite simply, al-fi'l al-lazim is that one that doesn't require to show it, you're not able to add any other words to it. And it suffices itself with the verb that it gave. I'll give you an example. I think the example will be clearer than my explanation. ذهب خالد. ذهب خالد. Okay. Now, if I want to say, if I want to say, if I want to mention where he went, ذهب خالد. You know that he went, he's left, he's gone. But you don't know where. If I want to say where, I cannot just add a word over here and say al-masjid. I can't say ذهب خالد al-masjid. No, I will have to say ذهب خالد. I will have to say ذهب خالد إلى المسجد. Similarly, if I say جلس جيم لام سين الطالب. جلس الطالب. If I want to tell you where he sat or what he sat on, for example, the chair al-kursi, I can't say جلس الطالب الكرسي. I can't say that. I have to say جلس الطالب على الكرسي. جلس الطالب على الكرسي. Okay. Now the reason why you need ila and you need ala over here is because these verbs ذهب and jalasa, they suffice themselves with themselves to give meaning, and they don't require another word attached to it directly, or you're not able to attach it directly. It's called al-fi'l al-lazim. But by the end of this lesson, I think what I've said over here, if I was to repeat it, you'd understand it better. Okay. Al-fi'l al-muta'addi, however, you can directly mention the object that was being acted upon. For example, I'll use the example over here, akala, which means he ate. Akala Khalidun at-tufah. Akala Khalidun at-tufah. I don't need to say Akala Khalidun ala at-tufah or ila at-tufah. None of that is required. I just have to say directly, I can mention the thing that he ate. Can we expand the writing screen? Okay, yeah. Let's see if it works. Is it like that, Akram? Is that working? Okay, alhamdulillah. So basically, I gave you a quick overview of these two types of verb, al-fi'l al-lazim and al-fi'l al-muta'addi. Al-fi'l al-muta'addi. Al-fi'l al-lazim, if you want to give some details about that action, you have to use, usually you're going to use a harf al-jar to give some further information. And al-fi'l al-muta'addi, no, you don't need harf al-jar. You go directly to the object of the verb. Now we're going to speak about the verb in a sentence and how it constructs. Okay, and the components of a sentence. Jalasa. This is the verb. هذا اسمه الفعل. هذا اسمه الفعل. This is the verb. If I ask you, man jalasa, you say huwa. But if I say over here, Khalidun. So man jalasa, Khalidun jalasa. Jalasa, Khalidun. Khalid sat down. Okay. So This is called, this is the fi'l, this is the verb. And Khalid, the person who did the action, he is known as the fa'il. The person or the thing that does the action is known as the fa'il. Fa'ilun. Okay? And this is important. I need you guys to remember this and to understand it and to be able to say it. If I ever ask you, where's the fa'il? Man al-fa'il, or ain al-fa'il, then you're going to have to say that fa'il, who or what it is. And it's basically the thing or the person that did the action. Okay. I have a question for those who have the mics. ما هو الحكم الإعرابي للمبتدأ؟
مرفوع.
بارك الله فيك فياض. المبتدأ حكمه الإعرابي أنه مرفوع. المبتدأ مرفوع. ما هو السؤال الثاني؟ second question. ما هو الحكم الإعرابي للخبر؟
مرفوع.
مرفوع.
أحسنت. هو أيضا مرفوع. بارك الله فيكم. السؤال الثالث. ما هو الحكم الإعرابي لاسم إن؟
منصوب.
نعم يا إخوة أبو عبد الرب.
منصوب.
منصوب. ما هو الحكم الإعرابي لاسم ليس؟
مرفوع. مرفوع.
اسم ليس مرفوع. جيد. Today, I want you to say to me that الحكم الإعرابي للفاعل أنه مرفوع. الحكم الإعرابي للفاعل أنه مرفوع. So you always have to remember الفاعل مرفوع. الفاعل مرفوع. بارك الله فيكم. طيب. جلس خالد. Now, if I want to give you any extra information over here, I have to use harf al-jar. Why do I have to use harf al-jar? Because jalasa is fi'l lazim. It's a verb which suffices itself with itself. And if you want to add any other words, you have to go with a combination of words like harf al-jar. Second example. أكل. أكل. أكل خالد. خالد ate. أين الفاعل؟
خالد.
خالد.
خالد. ما حكمه؟
مرفوع.
هو مرفوع.
هو مرفوع. أكل فعل لازم أو فعل متعدي؟
فعل متعدي.
فعل لازم. فعل متعدي.
فعل متعدي. Which means I can say over here directly what he ate. I don't have to say إلى or على or مع or anything. I can say أكل خالد. For example, one apple. التفاحة. التفاحة. جيد. This word over here, التفاحة, this is it the thing that did the action, or is it the thing that had the action done to it?
Action done to it.
So Khalid, he had an apple in his hand and he took a bite out of it, he ate it. Hopefully it was not looking like that. So This word here, this at-tufah, Khalid is known as al-fa'il. Akala is known as al-fi'l.
فعل
At-tufaha, this is known as al-maf'ul. Al-maf'ul. And we call it al-maf'ul bihi. Al-maf'ul bihi. طيب, quick question. أكل ما هو؟ الفعل.
فعل.
فعل
الفعل. The verb. الفعل. خالد
فاعل.
هذا الفاعل. التفاحة
مفعول.
المفعول به. طيب, حكم الفاعل
مرفوع.
مرفوع
الفاعل مرفوع. المفعول به منصوب. المفعول به منصوب. Is that clear?
نعم.
And this is where I wanted to get to. Everything I was going around in circles about just now, all of it was to get to this point to tell you that al-maf'ul bihi is mansub. Did I say marfu just now by mistake? Al-maf'ul bihi is mansub. Al-maf'ul bihi is mansub. جيد? Is that clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. One more quick example. Let's look at a sentence. And let's look at a verb. Ra'a. Ra'a. Ra'a al-talibu. Ra'a means saw,
كون
to see. At-talibu, ra'a at-talibu, the student saw, what did he see? Now, there's a dhamma on at-talib. Why?
Because this is فاعل مرفوع.
Because هذا فاعل مرفوع. بارك الله فيك. Because هذا فاعل والفاعل مرفوع. Marfu' means got dhamma. Basically, the person or the thing that does the action, you know this is the one who did the action because it got dhamma. This is how you recognize who did the action. And the thing that was, the action was being done upon, which is commonly known as the object of the sentence. Al-qit, what should be over here?
فتحة
Fatha. لماذا؟
لأنه مفعول به.
هو
أحسن
منصوب
الله إليك. لأنه مفعول به. والمفعول به حكمه
منصوب.
هو منصوب
أنه منصوب. جيد؟ If you've understood this, خلاص, this whole Dars al-Khamis is yours already. Let's go back, inshallah. Let's go now to the book. Ad-Dars al-Khamis. Okay, I'd like 2 readers, please. Actually, we have 3, 4 people, but in any case, no problem. Just need a couple of people to read. One, go ahead, Fayyaz, and with you is Ahmed Dil. So Fayyaz, if you could read Al-Mudarrisu, Ahmed Dil, if you could read Hamidun. And then I need one more person to read Aliyun. Who's that going to be?
Uh,
Fayaz is reading Al-Mudarris, and Ahmadil reading Hamidun, and who's reading Aliyun?
I can read Ustad.
تفضل أخي عبد القيوم. طيب تفضل أخي فياض.
المدرس من فتح باب الفصل؟
Immediately he's gone straight into our rule. من فتح باب الفصل. أين الفعل؟
فتح.
أين الفعل؟
فتح.
فتح. The fi'l is فتح. Sorry, let's open this chat box so I can see. جيد. يا أخي كريم أستاذ مزمل, if you could give Zakaria and Abu Hassan the mic, if you don't mind, جزاكم الله خيرا, as they're requesting it. أحسن الله عليك. فتح هذا الفعل. طيب من فتح؟ Who opened? We don't know, right? Because that's the question. So who فتح بس? Who is this person? We don't know. We're going to find out right now. ماذا فتح؟
الباب.
فتح الباب. فتح باب الفصل. So هذا هو الفعل. And the thing that he opened was al-bab, which is al-maf'ul bihi. And as you know, al-maf'ul bihi, is it marfu'un or mansubun or majrurun?
منصوب.
It's mansubun. And that's why you can see a fatha on it. But there's a problem here. Bab does not have alif or lam. So without alif or lam, as in book 1, page 1 or page 5, it has, mashallah, Nasran has got the answer before the question. Yeah. And book 1, page lesson 1, هذا باب, no alif or lam and tanween. So we said, if it has a tanween and it changes to kasra or to the fatha, it has to also have tanween. So over here, there's no alif or lam and there's only one fatha. Why? لماذا?
لأنه مضاف.
And the answer, as all of you have said, لأنه مضاف. أخي الكريم أكرم, I don't know why. The screen's quite big. Brothers, are you looking at the screen? Does it look quite small?
Seems to be all right.
You have to zoom in.
I need to zoom in, do I?
The person.
Oh, the person who has to zoom in.
Originally, it's a bit small. But
Yeah. Because right now, my if you can see, it says 161%. So it's like it's zoomed in already. I'll go in a bit more. That will still be fine, inshallah, if I do that. Is that okay, Akhi Akram? Hopefully, it sounds better for you, but possibly if you try zooming in, inshallah, it'll be all right. طيب. باب الفصل. من فتح باب الفصل. So bab has a fatha on it because it is maf'ulun bihi. It only has one fatha because it is mudaf. أين المضاف إليه? Obviously, the word that comes after it. Al-fasli. طيب. فضل أخي, who's reading Hamid? Who was it again?
أنا فتحته.
أنا فتحته. أنا فتحته. And this takes us back to yesterday's lesson where you had ذهب, ذهبت, ذهبوا, ذهبنا. Then you have ذهبت. أنا ذهبت. ذهبت, أنت ذهبت. And then you can use that rule to any verb. So it says over here, فتح, فتح. And then you add this ta at the end of it, and it becomes فتحت. فتحت. I opened it. I opened. This two over here, this letter, what is this letter? This is ضمير متصل. This is ضمير متصل. Is it connected? ضمير. Is it connected? ضمير. أنا, sorry, فتحت. طيب. So here you have فتح is the, why did I write a dhamma there? It should be a فتح. So you have فتحت, فتح, this is the verb, and the ضمير al-fa'il, this is the ضمير which shows who did the action. Is that clear, everyone?
No.
Now?
Does it mean if we don't write ana here, it is understood I opened it because of tu, fatahtuhu?
Ahsant, barakallah feek. He said ana because he's answering the question, and that's how obviously he's going to say it, to emphasize. But yes, if you were starting a sentence without answering a question, you will say fatahtu, I opened. So this dhamir ta, this is the fa'il. And what do you know about fa'il? Al-fa'ilu
Marfu'un.
marfu'un. So this dhamma on ta, is this the dhamma that shows that this word is, that this is marfu'?
لا.
No.
As Akram just said, this is a dhamir. It is mabni, and it happens to have a dhamma. So this is, you say dhamir muttasil, a connected dhamir. It is actually dhamir fa'il. It is fa'il, and it is in the state of being marfu'. And how do you say in the state of being marfu'? You say fi mahalli raf'in. Fi mahalli raf'in. Okay, he said fatahtu. So here's your fi'l, here's your fa'il. Where is your maf'ul bihi? He adds a dhamir at the end. He says, fatahtu hu. And this dhamir hu, what is he referring to?
The bab.
He's referring to the bab. He's referring to bab al-fasli. Dhamir is talking about bab al-fasli. And what he means is, ana fatahtu bab al-fasli. Ana fatahtu bab al-fasli. طيب. فضل أخي فياض.
ومن فتح النوافذ.
أحسن الله إليك. ومن فتح النوافذ. And now you see the benefit of book 1, all those lessons when they were drilling the plurals. Without vocabulary, you have no words to speak. ومن فتح النوافذ. النوافذ جمع مفرده ماذا؟
نافذة.
نافذة. هذه نافذة. نافذة. Window. This one you learned this word in book 1. نافذة. جمعه جمع نوافذ. النوافذ. And this is a word which is ممنوع من الصرف. But over here, It only has one fatha because of alif or lam, not because of mamnu' min as-sarf. So let's not be confused. This word can take a kasra if there was harf al-jar before it, because of alif or lam. وَمَنْ فَتَحَ النَّوَافِذَ. So what is this word over here, النوافذ? What is the ruling of this word?
مفعول به منصوب.
أحسنت. مفعول به منصوب. مفعول به منصوب. I hope that's clear with everyone. وَمَنْ فَتَحَ النَّوَافِذَ. Who opened the windows? Fadl, who's reading Ali?
أنا فتحتها.
أنا فتحتها. So previously you had this damir who going back to al-bab because it's mudhakkar. Now you have ha. Why?
Because this
Why
is
ha?
Mafida is muannath.
Everyone, because
جمع غير عاقل.
jam' غير aqil. Because ahsant, nawafidh is a plural which is irrational object. Is غير aqil, is not human. So something which is plural, not human, it takes the ruling of singular feminine. Say هذه النوافذ, and you refer to it with the dhamir, singular dhamir. So he said, أنا فتحتها. Okay, so let's just be very clear about this because this is the essence of today's lesson. فتحتها. So here you have فعل فاعل مفعول به. Is that clear, guys?
نعم.
Is that clear, everybody? Inshallah. Barakallahu feek. Afwan Akhi, Abu Hassan, you still didn't get the mic. I'm sorry. Ustaz Muzammil. Notice that Abu Hassan still has his hand up. If you don't mind, you could afford him the mic. Akhi, Jazakallahu khairan. Ahsan alayk. Let's go back to where we were. طيب. Let's have a look at the time. طيب. We need one more person to read. Abu Hassan, you got the mic, alhamdulillah, so you can read Hashim after Fayaz reads Al-Mudarris.
جزاك الله خير.
من كسر هذا المكتب أنت كسرته يا هاشم.
أيوه. طيب, let's have a look over here. Let's study this a bit. من كسر هذا المكتب. Why do we have? I know that some people are going to write the answer before the question is finished. Mubarak. MashaAllah. Why do we have a fatha on al-maktaba?
Because it is badal.
So I'll give everyone a chance to answer as well in the chat box. So some saying maf'ulun bihi, some saying badal of maf'ul bihi, hadha.
Because of min?
The answer actually
Man.
is, well, this word here, hadha, this is maf'ulun bihi. This is maf'ulun bihi, hadha. And this is, because it's an ishara, is mabni fi mahalli nasb, in the state of being mansoob. Why? If something is mabni, then it cannot be mabni and marfu' at the same time. Mabni and mansoob at the same time. Because mansoob and marfu' and majroor, these terms are the opposite of mabni, meaning that it's moving and changing, whereas mabni is fixed. So some certain words and types of words, like all of the dama'ir, as you saw, ha and hu and this ta and anta and anti, they're mabni. And also words like hadha, hadihi, tilka, dhalika, haula'i, this ism ishara is called, they're also mabni. So if something is mabni, you cannot say this is mansoob. But it's in a position where it should be mansoob, because it's maf'ulun bihi. So you can say that hadha, you can say this is ism ishara, mabni fi mahal an-nasb. Sorry, that's nun sad ba, maf'ulun bihi. Maf'ulun bihi. My handwriting is going crazy today, like most days. في المبني في محل النصب مفعول به. جيد? Okay. So then المكتبة, it also has a fatha. There's no waw, so it's not ma'tuf. So therefore, it has to be now. It has to be badal. Badal from هذا. Badal of هذا. Kasara means to break. نعم أحسنت أخي إمران. كسر means to break. من كسر هذا المكتب? Who broke this desk? أنت. Is it أنت or أنتي? And how do we know?
Because it is referring to Hashim.
Because he said Ya Hashimu. So that shows Hashim is a male's name. So he said أنت كسرته. And this also gives it away. Kasartahu means anta. Ya Hashimu. And again, kasartahu, that has all three things. It has the fi'l, it has the fa'il, and it has the maf'ulun bihi. The fa'il is the dhamir, ta, with the fatha on it. Fi mahalli nasb or rafa'. Fi mahalli rafa'. Why is this ta fi mahalli rafa'?
This is fa'il.
Because this is dhamir fa'il. The dhamir is fa'il. And the hu, the dhamir at the end, kasartahu,
مفعول به منصوب.
هذا مفعول به في محل نصب. في محل نصب. غير مبني في محل نصب. طيب من كسر هذا المكتبة؟ أنت كسرته يا هاشم. تفضل أخي, who's reading Hashim?
هاشم لا إنني ما كسرته.
جيد. He said لا إني, and he could have said إنني, but in this case he actually said إني, but no problem, as it means the same. And you should also have this, also always go for the two dots at the bottom of this letter. That makes it enter ya. La inni ma kasartuhu. So as you can see, this is a revision from yesterday. This is a nafi. Ma kasartuhu. طيب. And then a new concept is taught after this point, which we'll take tomorrow, inshallah. As very quickly as I'm conscious of the time, as quickly, and Sheikh Abdullah al-Bukhari is about to start his dars at 9 o'clock, which is translated to English as well as into Turkish, as I read the announcement. As you can see over here, at-tamreen al-thalith. It says, Aywa, the link, inshallah, let's get the link for you, inshallah. if somebody has the link to Sheikh Abdullah Bukhari's talk in a few minutes, please send it. Over here, he says, قرأ الطالب القرآن. قرأ هذا الفعل، الطالب هذا الفاعل، القرآن هذا المفعول به. And here it is. You can see it here. قرأ الطالب. The طالب, the student, read the Quran. Quran مفعول به منصوب. القهوة, coffee. شرب الضيف القهوة. What did the guest drink? الضيف means guest. What did he drink?
القهوة.
The coffee. القهوة. الدرس. كتب المدرس الدرس. كتب المدرس الدرس. Who wrote the درس?
المدرس.
المدرس. وهو فاعل مرفوع, as you can see with ضمة. ماذا كتب المدرس؟
الدرس.
كتب الدرس. As you can see درس, this is with the فتحة مفعول به. الباب. فتحت آمنة الباب. الباب, this is مفعول به. The homework for today is quite simply التمرين الرابع. He said, ضع خطا واحدا تحت الفاعل وخطين تحت المفعول به وشكل آخر كل منهما. Put one line under the فعل, one line under the فاعل, 2 lines under the مفعول به, and put the correct تشكيل on the end of each one. كسر الطفل القلم. Number 1's been done for you. Is that easy, guys?
نعم إن شاء الله.
Okay. Just one point of note, we were discussing, myself and Muzammil earlier, that when we're looking at the homework, some of the pictures that you have sent, some of the students have sent, it's sideways. It appears on the Google Classroom as a sideways picture, and that makes it slightly difficult for us to mark it because there's no option for us to rotate. So if you could make sure when you're uploading any images, to upload it straight. And the other thing, try to keep one exercise, one tamreen on one page. That'd be perfect. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
And the brother did send the link. Let's share it with you all, inshallah. There you go. حياك